How's it going, guys? Today we're going to be talking about the Steam Deck as it's time for the review. So the device has been out for over a year now, but I've only had it for about over a month. So this is with all the updates it's gotten, since more games have become more compatible with it. Definitely more studios are focusing on the game unit itself now. So a year or so later, how does it hold up? Right off the bat, I have to say the Steam Deck is a lot of fun. I've been addicted. Being able to play games like Spider-Man Remastered, the new Baldur's Gate 3, other games like Terraria with my friends still on the go is great. I did set up MU Deck on it, which is another video on its own realistically, so we're not going to touch too much on it, but it's awesome. Being able to play ROMs and stuff like that, whew, another great reason to own a Steam Deck. A few gripes with me on it is the power button. I tend to double tap it and it goes right back to sleep when I try to wake it up. You know, maybe it's a me thing. Maybe I'm not the only one on it, but that's been a big gripe on mine about it. I would say the triggers, L1 and R1, I know I said that in the unboxing of it, but I wish if they were a tad little lower, maybe it would be a better grip, but once again, it does just fit in the palm of your hand. Now let's talk battery life, because definitely needs to be addressed as it is the weakest link of the device, in my opinion. I mean, I am trying to play AAA games like Spider-Man and Baldur's Gate 3 on it, so I do expect lower run times just on the battery alone. I get probably 2.5 hours, on a single charge running a game like that, which realistically is pretty good still. But, if we switch over to a game like Terraria, or you're running a Game Boy emulator, expect, almost 5 hours on it. As, I've played Terraria for a decent amount of time, and I think I still have, 45% left on the battery. I think I was 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours in under that. So definitely a game changer, but like I said, it depends on the power draw. So you can pull up the graph to see it, but, if you're running a AAA game compared to Terraria, there's going to be a difference. Now, if we switch over to its repairability, that is a huge aspect, if you ask me, because Valve and iFixit teamed up to make it almost, infeasible why one of these should end up in the dumpster. You break the screen, you can order the basic one, or you can upgrade to the anti-glare if you didn't even have it to begin with. You can replace your bumpers if you drop it and cracked it. I mean, there's massive things you can do. I mean, the beauty about the Steam Deck is that it's upgradable and repairable. You can add more storage, which obviously is a lifesaver if you bought the basic version. I bought the 512 and I already need to add more storage. I mean, it's simple as that, but they make it as easy as an SD card or upgrade the SSD in there. I mean, it's awesome. You break something, swap it right out. You want a different case? People are making some awesome clear cases. There's even cases that increase the cooling capacity of the device. Someone's even added RAM, more RAM to the device. It's just awesome how many people are going above and beyond to increase the performance of the device, because it is just an awesome piece of equipment to have. Now let's talk gaming performance. Overall, it's fucking awesome. When I first got my Steam Deck, I picked up Spider-Man, and that game ran 40 to 60 FPS across the board, no matter what I was doing in the city, fighting crime or just swinging around. I mean, it was beautiful. I mean, on a 1280 by 800 display, you almost think you're playing on a 1080p display. So that was a huge benefit. And a big help to all that probably is the AMD FSR 2.1. So every game definitely is going to vary like that. Then again, it looks like a lot of AAA game companies are aiming at the Steam Deck to be playable on launch day, because Baldur's Gate 3, that took a day, maybe 2 days to be fully Steam Deck compatible, and that really gave them, some points up in my book for the Steam Deck and the gaming company behind that. Now, when I went to go play Cyberpunk 2077, that one was a little rough on the edges, definitely. I mean, you could feel the hiccups while you're running around, driving around, just exploring Night City. So it's definitely a game that probably you're not going to want to play, locally on the device. Maybe if you do Steam Link, that'll be a little bit better if you want to play that game, you know, on the go in your house. But I would give Cyberpunk 2077 a downvote in my book, just because, yes, it does run, but not as smooth as you would want it to. Now, when I switched over to Terraria, a 2D platform game, that was definitely a huge difference, as you know, it doesn't require as much power, so that game was locked at 60 FPS no matter what I did, basically. Whether I went to the sky to explore or I was in the depths of hell, you know, trying to get some good loot. So you're gonna be pretty solid on 2D platforms, it looks like. I don't really play too many of them, so Terraria is definitely a popular one I picked as one to run as one of the tests. And if you face any hiccups while playing a supported game, check out Protandb.com. It's an awesome site that helps you verify how a game is supported by color-coded badges. You have green for native Linux support, platinum for seamless out-of-the-box play, and gold for games that work perfectly but require some tweaks. So maybe that's one of the games you're kind of facing. I know GTA is one of those games that works really good on the Steam Deck, but requires some tweaking because outside launchers and stuff like that. So check out protandb.com. I'll have them linked in the description below. It's going to be an awesome site for verifying games before you even buy a Steam Deck to see how well they work on it. And there's so many more options than just playing Steam games on your Steam Deck. You can load up the Xbox Cloud games on there. You can download Battle.net to play Diablo 4, which I heard runs great on the device. You can even add Epic Game Launcher, but I'm not sure how well those games are going to run on it. So mileage is going to vary on those. I mean, you also have the desktop feature, which you can just browse the web, check some emails, or even watch YouTube videos. But while you're at it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe on this channel. Thanks. So, the million-dollar question. Would I recommend the Steam Deck considering its price and performance? Yes, absolutely. It's not just your typical handheld. It's backed by the gaming giant Valve. They're committed for the long haul. Evident in the loss leading strategy, unlike some others, Valve hasn't simply slapped a custom OS on it. They put an effort for a smooth gaming experience no matter what. So if you're in the market for the Steam Deck, I can confidently say yes, you'll fall in love with it for everything it's got and more. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I hope you found this review helpful. If you're intrigued by the Steam Deck, give it a shot. You won't be disappointed. But until next time, happy gaming!